types of classes for them. Whoever wants to grow in bhakti, they can definitely go and take diksha. After there are certain restrictions, there are certain rules and regulations which everybody has to follow. So today the chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. What is it? Observing the armies on the battlefield of where was the battle going on? Kurukshetra. And with whom? Which were the two parties?
Pandavas and Kauravas.
Yes. So these two parties are ready to fight for kingdom, and Krishna is on which party? With whom Krishna is there? With whom?
Pandavas.
Pandavas. Very nice. Yes, because Arjuna requested Krishna to be with him. So Krishna said, I'm not going to fight on the battlefield. So Arjuna said, I just want you please be with us, because it was a support for him. So he was thinking that Krishna should be with him, and Krishna also accepted that he would be with him. So he decided, because he's not going to fight, no. So he thought that he's going to just become a charioteer. What is his another name? Parthasarathi. Very good. So we will see in this chapter the different reaction of different people, but especially of three people we are going to see. Who are they? Okay, we will conclude later on. Okay, so many of them have said so many things, but usually in the first chapter, first shloka yesterday, Meenakshi said chanted. Who chanted? Meenakshi? Yes, chant.
Dhritarashtravacha Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Mamaka Pandavashcheva Kimma Kurvat Sanjaya.
Very nice. So first shloka was spoken by Dhritarashtravacha. Dhritarashtra means Dhritarashtravacha is the first shloka. That is it is coming from Dhritarashtra. He is asking this. He is going to say that. So first reaction we can know about Dhritarashtra. Then is Duryodhana, and then is Arjuna. We are going to see how they are behaving, what is the reaction when they are seeing the battlefield. Okay, and Arjuna observes the army, whoever has come there. He personally sees each one of them who has come to fight, who is against him, because even though that was actually, that kingdom belongs to them, right? That kingdom belongs to them, but they were not ready to give. And that is why after all the discussions, after all the peace treaty, everything happened, but they didn't agree. And then finally they had to fight. And Arjuna wants to see who have come to fight against me for the evil. It was not right thing, no, to just take somebody's property and just sit quietly. Is it right? Yes, please mute yourself. Whoever has take care of your background. Okay, so now Arjuna is observing the army. Reason given by Arjuna for not fighting. When Arjuna, anybody knows what must be the reason for not fighting? Even he is a warrior.
He said that he is fighting against his family.
Yes, his relatives. Yes, definitely. It's tough, no, to fight with the people who are very close to you. It's very hurting and all. So Arjuna, let's see what he's saying now. So have an open mind to learn. Unless and until we don't have open mind, if there is no space inside, how will something go inside? Everything is already filled in a basket or a pot. If full, the water or the item is full. If you pour something, what will happen?
It will get out of
come out. No, it will come out.
Fall out.
It will all fall out. So if you have open mind, what will happen? Everything will go inside. So you should always have an open mind. Otherwise, we would just get the knowledge of the Bhagavad Gita from TVs and all, which are actually not right. Some portion they must be doing it. Otherwise, actually you have to read Shastras. You have to follow it as per the Shastras which are there, as per the Acharyas. Yes, Ashi, you have raised your hand. Okay, let us raise our hand and chant Hare Krishna. Please raise your hand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna, we are following Krishna. When we are following Krishna, everything becomes very happy. We are blissful. We are happy. So anyone who has never made a mistake, do you know anyone who has never made any mistakes? Are people that type of people still alive? I don't think. Everyone makes a mistake. If they are not making mistakes, it is actually stagnant. They would definitely be in that own place. They are not going to grow also, right? If you have not tried to take a cycle and try to idle it, and sometimes you must have fallen, you must have got hurt, you must have tried, but finally the output is that you know to cycle, correct? Have you ever tried this? Everyone must be done, right? Is it that on the first day only you started cycling very nicely, just sitting and doing it? Without mistake, it's not possible. No, so we have to we have the intensity to make mistakes, but we have to accept it. Oh, it is my own mistake. We have to fix the problems also, and also we learn from our mistakes and move on. We can't keep on like a butterfly also. From cocoon, it keeps on putting efforts. That's why it is coming out. Otherwise, if it is sitting like that, it's very difficult for it to come. It fights from the situation. It has to fight. So then only it will get some good results. Even we have to put efforts. We do make mistakes, but sometimes it is. So we can all take blessing of our DT Shri Shri Radha Govinda ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So let us all chant this Guru Pranam mantra. Chant after me. I'll just chant some portion of it. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Yes, who is reading this? Yes, Ananya.
I was born in the darkest ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. I offer my respect, obeisance unto him.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So here, when we are chanting Guru Pranam mantra, we are actually born in a darkest ignorance. We don't know what is there, right, in Bhagavad Gita, how we have to develop, how we have to do bhakti. This is yes, they are giving us the torch, like in the darkness. When some torch is there, we can just see and we can follow it. That's what we are. That's why we are giving our respectful obeisances unto our spiritual masters, our gurus, whoever has done so much of things for us, so that we can grow in bhakti. Namo Vishnu Padaya.
Namo Vishnu Padaya.
Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale. Srimati Bhakti Vedanta. Swaminiti Namini. Yeah, who is next? Read this.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
I offer my respectful obeisance unto His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is very dear to Lord Krishna, having taken shelter at his lotus feet.
Yes, because Prabhupada is very, very great devotee of the Lord. At the age of 70, we can't even imagine what he has done. He has not only tried to preach Krishna consciousness in India, but all over the world, right? Pashanta Desha Tarini. That is why that was the dream of his teacher, Acharya. That is why he went to all the Western countries and preached it. And it was not that he had a lot of money. That is why he went. No, without anything, because Krishna had supported him. That was only because of Krishna, his acharyas and Krishna's mercy. Otherwise, it is not possible for individual one person to do it. That's why he is very, very, because he has taken shelter on the lotus feet of the Lord, and Lord is supporting him. Namaste Saraswati Devi.
Namaste
Namaste Saraswati Devi.
Gauravani Pracharini.
Gauravani Pracharine.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi.
Can I read?
Yes, who is reading this?
I
Yes, read Meenakshi.
Our respectful obeisances are unto you, O spiritual master, servant of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva and delivering the Western countries which are filled with nationalism and voidism.
Yes. So our respectful obeisances to all our spiritual master, servants of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami. You are kindly preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Deva. Chaitanya Deva is Krishna himself. Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. Okay. And in Kali Yuga he had come to give deliverance to the people, because we are in the mode of ignorance. In the Kali Yuga, lot of difficulties are there, but because he was merciful, that's why he has come and he has preached Krishna consciousness. He has preached Sankirtana movement, so that everybody can be delivered. And not only in particular in India, it is all the Western countries also. You all know they are very they used to not believe any religion. They used to not believe they used to not do bhakti. But because he has preached, many of them have taken up that shelter. Yes, before chanting the mala, what we chant is Panchatattva mantra. Panchatattva's are the, you can see these are the Panchatattva's. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Gauranita. So all are there. These are all, this is Brahma, Shiva, Narad Muni, then Radharani and Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is, anybody knows who is Nityananda Prabhu? He is Balram. Okay. Yes, he is Balaram. He is Balaram. So we are taking blessing of all of them. These are the 5 of them. Advaita Prabhu is Shivji, who has prayed to Krishna, so that because of that Krishna came in the mode of Radharani, but has but with the complexion of Radharani, and Krishna and Radha are both in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see they are not different in that mode. So we all can take the blessings of them. That is how we can chant Panchatattva mantra. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Prabho Nityananda.
Prabhu
Nityananda.
Shri Advaita Gadadhara. Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Yes, Chaitanya, read.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, and all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya.
So we are giving our obeisances to all the Panchatattvas and all the other devotees also. Right? Bhakta Vrinda, all the Gaurangas, whoever are the Bhaktas of Lord Chaitanya, we are taking blessings of them, so that we don't do any mistakes and we chant very nicely. So even kids do it very beautifully. So nicely they chant. Let us all chant once again. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chant everyone.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So much. So we can all, as Prabhupada has written so many different books, why we should do Bhagavad Gita as it is, and that too from ISKCON. Why? Anybody can tell me? There are so many, actually, many of them have written commentaries on Bhagavad Gita, but actually the difference is, if a devotee writes and if a non-devotee writes, there is a lot of difference, no? Correct? Yes, and if your friend writes about you, and if somebody is unaware of you, he is writing a commentary on you, it would be definitely different, no? Yes or no?
Yes, Sumatra.
Your friend must be knowing in and out of you, but somebody, they must be only knowing you from outwardly. Yeah, he's like that and all. But a devotee, when he has practiced Krishna consciousness, when he has done bhakti, he has so much advancement, so much enlightenment in him, and he would definitely not go out of the way. He would just definitely do it as per the parampara, as per whatever his teachings are there, whatever his acharya has taught, whatever his teacher has taught, he will go through that. That's why we are recommending Bhagavad Gita has the message which was spoken by the Lord 5,000 years ago. That should be in a unbroken chain of disciplic succession. That is very important. When we want to charge a phone also, and if the wire goes wrong, will the phone get charged? No, right? It won't get charged. Even the wire is connected, but it is not getting charged. The power is not coming and it is not getting connected. Even if the power of the house also, if you on the light, somewhere the switch, some problem is there, it will not give the light. The proper use of that thing is not happening. The house connection to the electric grid, if it is not correctly placed, if the circuits are not properly placed, it will not give the end result. The light would not come. Similarly, once it is somewhere, if there is a broke, if suppose all of them are in the same disciplic succession, if something is broken, definitely the information is not going to the next generation. Some maybe if we, at your home also, your great grandmother must be knowing something to cook, or some information she must be having. But if she has not passed that information to the next generation, maybe to your granny, your mom and all, definitely that information is not going to that family. That time, some recipe, she must be very expert in making that, and maybe your grandmother, your great grandmother knew it, and your grandmother did not understand it, or she didn't take that opportunity, and that's why that recipe is lost, right? So disciplic succession is very important. We should take Krishna consciousness, we should take the message of Krishna from unbroken chain of disciplic succession. Even Krishna is saying this in chapter 4. We can see that later on. So that is very important. Unless and until if it is not properly, the power is not going from the proper station, it would not go through, or it will not go through the towers, and no one is getting the benefit of it. So it should be all through the disciplic succession. We just see from our disciplic succession. So this is our president, His Divine Grace Namanishta Das Prabhu. He is our temple president, as actually he is an IITian also from Kanpur. He was in a big company also working, but then finally he didn't get any pleasure there. So he just thought about Krishna, and he was feeling very happy and very blissful, and he wanted to become a full-time devotee. And from last many years, he has left his job and he is working as full-time devotee of the Lord, and he is temple president. And from last 2 years, because of the corona, because he used to go to all the schools, and he used to preach in schools, colleges, and management centers and all Krishna consciousness. But due to this corona, he was not able to go to schools. Schools were closed. That's why he has started this mission. And from this is the 24th batch. Continuously every month we take 18 days course, not only for kids, it is for youth, it is for elders, it is for elderly people. Even advanced courses are there. There are so many other different types of levels: first level, second level, third level. Then so many Bhakti Shastri. Whoever wants to enroll, they can. Even your parents can do it. Okay, so this is and that all is free. Okay, if they want to give some donation, that is okay. Otherwise, everything is free. Okay, so this is the disciplic succession. From Krishna, it has gone to Brahmaji. You all know Brahmaji was born from where?
The novel of Krishna.
Yes, from the lotus stem of the Krishna, correct. From the navel of the Krishna, it was, the lotus was born, the stem was coming from the navel of the Krishna, and Brahmaji was born. The information, the Bhagavad Gita, the information, whatever was there, it was given to all it was the parampara is following from Brahmaji. From Brahmaji, it is gone to Narad Muni, and from Narad Muni, so many disciplines, our gurus are there, and Prabhupada is our 32nd Acharya. And this is His Grace Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. He is his disciple. And Namanishta Das Prabhuji is his disciple. So these are his Prabhupada's, actually these are the gurus. You can just go through that. Okay, so disciplic succession is Guru Parampara, the Vedic truth, whatever is there, transcendental. It is transcendental knowledge. Okay, it is not normal knowledge, it is transcendental, it is Vedic truth. Reaches the students by the descending process from Vedas and through the gurus. It is not possible to directly we get it, the book and we start reading. No, it is not like that. It is through the Guru Parampara. If you don't know how to fix anything, see this girl, she wants to fix a chair and she didn't refer any manual and or she knows how to do it. So she did a try and finally, can she sit here? What will happen if she sits?
It falls down.
She'll fall down. She's going to get hurt. So she didn't knew the manual, how to fix it. How confusing these things can be without proper direction or user manual. Definitely, you have tried anything like that ever? Without seeing any manual, just get the toys and try to fix it and everything is spoiled. Have you ever tried it?
No, Mataji.
You kids are really smart then. You must be definitely smart. Awesome kids. That's good. You should never do it like without knowing. You should not spoil anything. Otherwise, what will happen? You're going to get good beatings from your mom, dad. Because when you spoil, if you don't know anything about it, you should not go ahead. You should know it from the right source. You should know how to go about it. Otherwise, you're going to spoil everything. So whenever you want to go anywhere, you should first know that subject, no? If you want to go to certain place, you should know the way, how you have to take the route, how you take the flight, or how you take the from which road you have to go, from how you have to reach there. Everything should be planned. Otherwise, it's not possible. It's the same way our human life is full of confusion. So much of problems are there. That is why Bhagavad Gita is there. Can we influence our happiness through our actions? Do you think? Will this action make me happy? You should think that way. And Bhagavad Gita is our life manual. Whenever we are doing some action, no, we should think the repercussions of that. Whatever we are doing, will that make me happy? Will that other people also are going to get benefited from that? These all things we never think. We just think ourselves. We just be very selfish and we think that, oh, I should be happy. Let the other world go like that. You should not think like that. You should always think for others also, how you have to be happy. But what is the main purpose? We will just see. So this is our life manual. What is Bhagavad Gita means? Anybody can tell me?
They're talking of Krishna to Arjuna.
Yes, it is a song. You can say Bhagavad is Lord himself, no? And Gita is actually Geet. So Bhagwan has whatever comes from the lotus mouth of the Lord is like a song. So that is Bhagwan plus song. That is Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is our life manual, how we have to take our life, not only to live our life, also how we can go back to Krishna. That is also there in Bhagavad Gita, how we have to take bhakti and go back to Krishna. So everything is mentioned, not only this life, again, while we are going to leave our body also, how we can use that information to live our body. Like a life skill we acquire, we will not forget. Whatever life skill we take up, if this girl, she knows to ride her cycle, will that be forever or will she forget it?
If she practice, she'll get it.
Even if she doesn't practice for many years, no, because that is a skill which she has already acquired. She'll not forget it. But yes, after 10 years also, if she takes a cycle and tries it, no, within a second or so, within 5 minutes, she will able to write it. It is the skill. So that is why we should also be very skillful. If you do bhakti, definitely when you are going to, when you become old also, it would definitely be there. That's why the practice needs to be done. Every time you need to practice it, right? So once you have acquired something, sometimes, yes, you definitely forget it, but bhakti is like that. If you keep on practicing, you're not going to forget the Lord for a minute also. So Bhagavad Gita is so powerful. It is like sun. So is it something, there are so many different types of knowledges, but you don't know, that is for only materialistic thing. It is very temporary. The first standard book which is there, will that stay forever? Will the same subject continue in the future?
No, ma'am, it gets
Every time it is going to change, no? So that is definitely not helping you in future. You have to learn something new. But Bhagavad Gita is like a sun. Once you know it, it is like a deep book, it will give you enlightenment. So it is like the sun, and the other knowledges which are there, it is like the torch. What is the existence of in the daylight? If you take a torch and carry that, will that be of any use?
No, Mataji.
No, ma'am, sun always
No,
gives.
someone will laugh at you. What are you doing? What is the use of this torch light? Many times kids do it, at home when they get some new torch, they'll just try to put everywhere the light. So it is of no use. In front of sun, nothing is going to stand. Even see, suppose there is a dirty water. Okay. After some times, the water is evaporated. Will the sun get dirty?
No, Mataji.
No, ma'am.
Right?
No,
Whatever
Mataji.
negativity is there, whatever negativity is there in our life, it is going to be taken out if you read Bhagavad Gita. So, but the Bhagavad Gita is not going to become dirty, no? It is going to get vanished from ourselves. Like this floor. This girl has spilled noodles here and she is cleaning it. The mop needs to be cleaned now to reuse it. Will she be able to use the same mop in some other place?
No.
No,
she
Mataji.
has to clean it, no? But sun is not going to get dirty, even if the water is evaporated, the dirt, muddy water is there, and but the glass becomes clean when the water is evaporated. The place where the pond is very dirty, so much of water is lagging there, and if evaporation happens, everything, whatever bacteria are there, everything is gone, and the water is also gone. The place becomes very clean, right? Whatever negativity is there in our life, it all goes out if we read Bhagavad Gita. But we have to have faith. We should not read it like a storybook, like we read in the other books. It is not like that. Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. It is not just the normal, it is transcendental. Okay, we should know. Otherwise we just think that it is like one of the subjects and we read it. We should not do like that. We should have firm faith in it. Dialogues between, these are the dialogues between Krishna and Arjuna and Partha. Who is Partha? This is Arjuna. He is Partha. And Sarathi, Partha Sarathi, that is Krishna. Means Krishna acted as the charioteer of Arjuna. Krishna is so merciful that even though he is the Lord of all the universe, all the living beings, all the species which are alive, but still he didn't hesitate to become a charioteer. It was with love and affection, because Krishna loves his devotees. That's why Krishna took that position. Otherwise, who would, will you just drive for somebody? Would you like to drive for somebody? Just your friend, no? If somebody will tell, oh, come, I'll give you 500 rupees, come and drive my car. Will you go? No, right? You won't go. It is only with affection, with your love for friend. Yeah, you have to help him. That's why you go, right? Out of the way, you take leave from your office and you may go. But otherwise, you're not going to go. Similarly, God also wants to help Arjuna. That's why Krishna took the charge and he went and he agreed to become a charioteer. So Krishna also reciprocates. He is also a person, okay? He also has feeling like us, right? So you should not think that whatever we are doing, Krishna can't see. Everything Krishna knows, no? And if you are offering, if you are talking to him also, he is also going to talk to you. So who all are going to talk to Krishna?
Mataji, me.
Oh, very nice. Haribol. Everybody should talk to Krishna.
Mother.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, Sai Purva. Yes. Yes. Everybody should. Yes. Diya. Everyone should talk to Krishna, pray to Krishna every day. You should always take blessing of him. Never forget him for a movement. This is just the part of the Mahabharata. It is actually, Mahabharata is a big book, but it is just a part of it. It is only for 45 minutes conversation which happened on the battlefield. And it is so powerful that we are just trying to learn it, and whoever does that, is going to become very pure. And Krishna will say what all will happen if they keep on remembering. The main purpose is remembering the Lord. You can remember the Lord with so much of love and affection, bro. This is the part of epic Mahabharata. You all know, right? So this is the part of that Mahabharata. So we all know Vyasadeva. From Vyasadeva, 3 of them were born. That is Dhritarashtra, Vidura, and Pandu. Vidura was born from the maid servant because he had a blessing. Because of that, 3 of them, because they didn't have children, so Vyasadeva's mother, she requested, and because of that, 3 of them were born from. One was from the maid servant and 2 from the queens. And the first son which was there, that was Dhritarashtra. And the second son was Pandu. And Dhritarashtra was blind from the childhood. He was not able to see. And from him, Kauravas were born. Kauravas are, who were Kauravas?
The 100 brothers.
Yes, 100 brothers and 1 girl was also there. Yes, yes, son of Dhritarashtra. And first one son was Duryodhana. You all must be knowing Duryodhana. So one of the reaction which is there in the battlefield from 3 of them, one was Dhritarashtra, second was Duryodhana, right? Now here Pandu. Pandu had 5 kids. No, who remembers their name? Anybody?
Mom.
Yes.
Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna,
Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva.
Nakula, Sahadeva. Very nice. 5 of them were there. First was Yudhishthira Maharaj. He was Dharmaraja because he was very pious, very pious. He was Dharmaraja. So this is the family tree of the Kauravas and Pandavas. Even though actually they were born in the same family, they all were Kauravas, but Dhritarashtra differentiated them. That what are they it has been actually Pandavas also are from Kuru dynasty, but still he differentiated them. Even though he was his own brother's sons, he never considered him his own. He was always partial. So whatever is there, the disciplic succession is there. Whatever is there, the fruit, whatever the talk which was happened long back, that the same impact is coming even today. That is what Bhagavad Gita from ISKCON is trying to give. It is from the same disciplic succession. Like you are just picking the fruit from the tree and giving it to you, giving it to someone. Why somebody is taking so much of effort? They can just put some stone, or they can just take a stick and take it out. No, the fruit gets damaged. No, that's why it is very important. It comes through a disciplic succession. Otherwise, the taste is not going to happen. This is a family tree of few of our devotees, kids who have drawn it. So this is a family tree. We also have a family trees project in school. You all must have done it.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So Arjuna was saying that family tradition would be lost. No, that's why we have asked them to draw it. What is your family tradition? If somebody is not there, how we are going to get the information? It is not going to pass. So Bhagavad Gita, it has actually 18 chapters. So first 6 chapter talks about karma. What is karma? Karma is the action, what you are doing. Yes, Beta.
The activity of us.
Yes, the activities. In awe of itself is the process of acting and being detached from the result. How we have to do karma in Krishna consciousness. How you have to do your action with the detached mode from the results. You are whatever you see. You do some work and you expect some result. Is that common with all?
Yes, Mataji.
We put some efforts and we want instant results for it. But when we put some efforts and we are doing it for Krishna, whatever result comes, we are accepting it as prasad. So that is what you have to practice. That is Krishna consciousness. That is the karma yoga which you have to do. And in the middle chapters, the first 6 chapters are talking about karma yoga. This middle chapters are very tasty, like a sandwich. If you place a sandwich, the middle portion is very tasty, no? You have cheese, you have all the veggies, mayonnaise, so many cheesy things are there. You like to have it. That is the middle portion, which is the tastiest portion. That is Bhakti Yoga. It is the art of doing everything for Krishna. It is not easy to achieve, but yes, it is not difficult also. It is very easy than other things of other types of things which we do. Just hold on. Yes, the other portion is, the final portion is, the last one is, yes, how you have to, how the middle portion is Bhakti Yoga, and then the Jnana. We are going to do Jnana in the last chapters, how we have to do Bhakti and use that with the knowledge which you are getting about the Lord. So first chapter we are talking about, you all are able to hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Mataji.
So we'll just complete it. Yes, Hare Krishna. So everyone here, Arjuna is watching the battlefield. He's observing the armies in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So he asked Krishna to take him in the middle of the battlefield to see everybody. So the division of Bhagavad Gita, we'll see the first portion. So there are almost 700 shlokas, but almost 82% of it was spoken by Krishna. So what is the number of shlokas which Krishna has spoken in Bhagavad Gita?
574.
So that is 82%. And Arjuna spoke 84 shlokas. That is 12% of it. It is just 12% of it. And Sanjaya spoke how many shlokas?
41 shlokas.
41. It is 5.9%. And Dhritarashtra is only 1.1. That is first shloka, first chapter, first shloka he has spoken. That is only 1% of it, right? So
Yes,
this is the division of Bhagavad Gita, the portions which we are saying. Krishna drove the chariot in the midst of both the armies. Arjuna was in dilemma whether to fight, even though he was Kshatriya, right? He was Kshatriya, no? What was his duty being a Kshatriya?
Being a warrior.
Yeah, he has to fight. So that was his duty. But even though he was a warrior and he was supposed to fight, but he was confused what to do it in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He surrendered to Krishna because he thought he was not able to take any decision. That's why he surrendered to Krishna. He said, "I'm not knowing what to do. You only instruct me." Consequently, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. Then finally, this was all Krishna's plan, definitely. Otherwise, Krishna would not speak and he would have not confused Arjuna. That is why, because of that, maybe he knew that in Kali Yuga, people like us would be there, who would not be, would have lot of difficulties. That's why he has spoken this. Yes, Anushka Chan.
Okay, Mataji. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samavetayuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kima kurvata sanjaya.
Yes, very nice. Who is reading it? Yes, Sarvesh, read. Anyone wish to read? Quickly read.
Mom, can I?
Yes, read. Yes, read.
O Sanjaya, after assembling in the place of pilgrimage of Kurukshetra, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? Being this serious
fight. Yes. Now Dhritarashtra is saying this, asking this, as we said, as we have already seen yesterday. He was this is Sanjaya. He was able to see all the people, whatever was happening in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He could see it as, because he has given the divine eyes by Vyasadeva. And that's why he was Aramsi, he was sitting at that place and he could just visualize what is going on. And that's why Dhritarashtra was so, he was so confused. He's not knowing what is happening there in Kurukshetra. He is asking this question, that what are they doing? Definitely, if you go to exam, what will you do?
We'll write the exam.
You'll write your exam, no? And if somebody asks, what is she doing in the exam? So it is very confusing question, no? Definitely, when you have gone to write the exam, you will write the exam. Similarly, here Dhritarashtra's question is really not understandable. Why is he asking, when they have gone to Kurukshetra, assembled, what did my son and the son of Pandus are doing? He's asking this to Sanjaya. So this question is really not worth it to ask, that they are gone to battlefield. He was actually wanting to know, because the place is Kurukshetra. That is a very that is the place of pilgrimage. Many people, many devotees, even the Devi Devatas used to come there to get purified. Okay. And that's why he was confused whether at that place, will my sons, the Duryodhana would have some enlightenment, and maybe he would not fight, or he will leave that fight. That's why he was thinking that way. Will they compromise and they will give that some kingdom to them? That's what he was thinking. That's why he's asking these questions. So, okay. So after that, Duryodhana saw the battlefield, like so nicely they have arranged the battlefield. So he was very confused and he went to his teacher. Who was his teacher? Dronacharya. Very nice. He went to Dronacharya and he was telling, you should fight very nicely. You should support my grandfather and all, because he has become old. Now it is your responsibility. So diplomatically he was trying to explain. But Arjuna here, after seeing all of them, all his relatives, his cousins, his brothers, his uncles, and his grandfather, seeing teachers, he was so confused. He's saying, oh my God, I have to kill all of them. How will I do it? Krishna is going to surrender to Krishna. And then different reaction to the same scene. The scene is the same, but the same situation has different reaction for three of them. That is, this is Dhritarashtra, this is Duryodhana, and this is Arjuna. Arjuna is lamenting. He's crying. He's not feeling good. So when a milk is there, so it is together, no? Like in a family, everybody are together. But sometime if there is some misunderstanding and all, if the milk is spoiled, what happens? The milk, the water portion is different and the paneer gets differentiated. Have you ever seen this at home? Yes, it happens, no? Similarly, in the Kauravas family, in the Kauravas and Pandavas, they were together in the same family, but there were some disagreements. Because of that, everything was churned into different. After churning, what happens? The best portion is there, the paneer which is accumulated, the water, the waste is being thrown out. Krishna being there, what will he do? He will, because he is the he will not stand with the unreligious people who are demonic. He will not withhold them. He's not going to consider them. He will take out, like in a paddy field, if you see with the paddies, there were some weeds and all, the wrong plants which come out, the jungly trees which they comes, that's the weed which they comes. What the farmer does, the farmer picks the which is of useless plant, because that nutrition also will be taken out, and the paddy field is not going to get that nutrition. That's why what he does, he picks it and he throws out. No, have you seen that? Maybe kids nowadays won't be able to see that, but yes, even you must have seen in the gardens and all, the gardener, what he does, he takes out all the rubbish plants, he cuts it off, chops it, right? Similarly, Krishna also takes out all the bad things which are there, right? He takes out, and after that whatever comes is the best portion, that is the tasty portion. Mamakaha Pandavaha, you can say. These were the 5 reasons why Arjuna was lamenting. What was that? First is compassion. What is compassion? I'll just complete in 5 minutes. Please give me 5 more minutes.
What is it? Feeling sorry for that person.
Yes, compassion. Oh, I'm feeling so, we feel very compassionate if somebody is suffering, or if somebody is sick, or somebody wants some help, and if somebody has lost somebody. So we feel very compassionate, no? And similarly, Arjuna was also feeling compassionate. How can I kill all my relatives? And he is saying that there is no enjoyment also, because I'm going to kill them. How will I enjoy? With whom? If your birthday is there and you don't have any celebrity, you don't have any friends to celebrate, what is the use of that birthday? You'll also feel, no? Will you enjoy? No, right?
No.
Similarly, he's saying there is no enjoyment. Even he's saying that even there, I would kill my teachers, my grandfathers, then definitely I'm doing some sinful activity. It is also not right. Even he's saying the family tradition would be lost. Whoever are in the all the men's that time, they were in the battlefield. If those men would die, definitely all the family tradition, because the elder of the family definitely tries to give some sanskaras to the younger generation, that would be lost. And indecision, he was not able to know what is right, what is wrong. Like, see a compassion, this girl didn't had umbrella, this elephant is also trying to help a cat with the umbrella. So that is compassion. When we try to help somebody, when we try to feel bad for others, that is compassion. Like here, this boy is not happy, this girl is trying to go and ask him what happened, how can I help you? That is all compassion. If you don't have any friends, will you like to enjoy, sit in the gardens quietly? Would you like to be happy there?
No, ma'am.
No, right? You want friends to enjoy. So similarly, he's saying, if I kill my relatives, I won't be, what is the use of that freedom? What is the use of that kingdom when there is none of them to enjoy with? So even sinful activity, if you go to some mall and you try to steal something, is that a good habit? That is the sinful action, no? That is also, because he's saying that I don't want to kill anybody. Right? And if I kill my own friends, own relatives, my uncles and aunts, and uncles and all my teachers and my great grandfather, that would be a sinful activity. And even if the family tree is lost, if the main head is lost, definitely the sanskaras are not going to go, and the family tradition would be lost. So these were all the difficulties, 5 times things which Arjuna was lamenting. Oh Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those who destroy family tradition dwell always in hell. This is already there. That's why he is going and asking Krishna. So Krishna is going to tell him what is going to happen, how he should be doing his activity. Here Sanjaya is saying this. Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow. And Hare Krishna. Yes, Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. You may unmute, sir. Hare Krishna.
কৃষ্ণ মাতাজি, এই ক্লাস কি এখন চলছে না এটা রেকর্ডিং চলছে?
Recording, sir, I'll send in a while. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what happens, no? Now Arjuna, whatever Arjuna is doing here, Sanjaya is able to witness, because he has got a divine eyes, and he's saying that because Arjuna was lamenting because of these 5 reasons which were there. First is compassion, second is
no enjoyment.
third is
Sin.
Yes, sin. Fourth,
Family traditions.
very nice. And fifth,
Indecision.
Indecision, very good, Haribol. So after that, what he did, he kept his Gandiva aside and he is now not understanding what to do. He sat on his chariot and he was overwhelmed with the grief. So now Dhritarashtra is understanding what Arjuna is going to do. So, and then Arjuna was very confused what to do. He was in indecision. So 9 reasons why, even though he had 5 types of difficulties, why did Arjuna win the battlefield? Even though there were 101 Kauravas and so many of them, even the so many big warriors were there, teachers were also there, but still, who won the battlefield? Who won the war?
Pandavas.
Why?
Pandava.
Any reasons? Can you tell me?
Because they were good warriors and Krishna was with them.
Krishna was there with them, but there were all 9 reasons, that Kshetra was where the pilgrimage, that is the place of pilgrimage, that is Dharma Kshetra, because definitely Dharma is going to win there in Dharma Kshetra, no? So they were on the right side, that's why they won, Dharma Kshetra. And then second is divine chariot. You all know who gave this divine chariot?
Agnidev.
Yes, Agnidev gave. Yes, very nice. Third reason is Kapidwaja, that is the flag. Hanumanji is there on the flag. Can you see here? Hanumanji on the flag? Yes, Hanumanji is always there with Sri Ram, no? He will do whatever is, whatever Sri Ram says to him. He will definitely serve the Lord. And Shankanad, that is the conch shell which everyone blew. Even Krishna blew conch shell there. We'll see the names also. Anybody knows the conch shell name of Krishna?
Panchajanya.
Yes, Panchajanya, very nice. And Gandiva, what is Gandiva?
Arjuna's bow.
Arjuna.
Yes, very nice. This is the bow which was there with Arjuna. And because of that also, that was also one of the reasons. Right? And then Tyakta Jiva. What is Tyakta Jiva?
The people who
are ready to sacrifice their life. The soldiers, actually, many of them, they knew that they are going to die. But still, they have given their life for the war. That is the Tyakta Jivas were there because people were ready to sacrifice their life for Arjuna, right? And Mokshada Ekadashi, that is the Ekadashi, every month Ekadashi comes. That is very favorite for all the devotees. And Krishna likes it, okay? That was Mokshada Ekadashi. And Bhagya Lakshmi, wherever Krishna is there, Lakshmi is always there, no? Wherever husband is there, wives is there. Similarly, wherever Rishikesha is there, Krishna is there, Bhagya Lakshmi is always there. So the 5 things which this is the subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. First is, what is there? That is the Lord, Ishvara. Ishvara is there. Ishvara. Jiva, this is the living entity. Prakriti, the material nature. And the Kala. Kala is the time factor. And the karma, whatever activity we do, that is the karma. Okay? So Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, and karma. Whatever activity we do, these are the 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, we all know the story. Tomorrow we'll discuss because today we have already crossed the time. So you all know the story, Garuda and the sparrow?
Yes.
Yes, a little, yes. What happens, no? Once a sparrow was there, I'll just quickly tell you. So once a sparrow was there, it had laid a small nest here somewhere, okay? And it had laid a lot of eggs in that. But what happened? The waves came and the eggs started going inside the water. And every time it used to happen, the sparrow got very annoyed and it started screaming on the sea that, oh, you have done this. Every time you are doing it, now I'm going to empty you. Will that sparrow be able to has the capacity to empty the sea?
No, Mama.
No, right? It is not possible only. Somebody would laugh at it, right? But what happened? A Garuda saw that it is trying hard to pick some water. So it went and asked it, what happened to you? Why are you so upset? He started saying, I'm going to empty this entire sea because it has taken my eggs. And Garuda, being the great devotee of the Lord, he also requested Krishna, please help this bird. And that's why, and Krishna ordered the sea to return the eggs, and then finally it returned. That is why we should always be associated with the devotee so that we are also blessed. We also practice devotional service. So what is the takeaway message of this chapter? Bhagavad Gita is our
Life's manual.
yes, it is our life manual. 5 subject matter of Bhagavad Gita: Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti,
Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma.
Karma. Very nice. And the karma activity which you do. Very nice. 5 reasons of Arjuna's lamentation:
Compassion, no enjoyment, family traditions,
Family
and
traditions.
indecision.
Yes. Again, today I'll send you the PPT. You can all go through that. And 9 reasons for Arjuna's victory. Very nice.
Dharmakshetra, Kapidvaja,
Divine chariot. Very nice. Yes, very nice.
Gandiva.
Gandiva. Very nice. And then
Gandiva, Tyakta Jiva,
yes, Tyakta Jiva. Very good. And Ponchal. Very good. And Ekadashi was there, and Bhagya Lakshmi and Rishiketa, Krishna himself. So Krishna is our eternal friend and well-wisher. We should know that he is always there with us. You all can also draw so nicely. Even many kids do digital drawing also. You can send that also. I'll open the WhatsApp. You all can do it. Okay. We can all chant Vaishnava Pranam mantra. Chant after me. Pancha kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Yes. So I offer, yes, anybody wants to read?
Yes, ma'am. Can I read?
Yes, read.
I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desire trees and can fulfill the desires of everyone. And they are full of compassion for the fallen, conditioned souls.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So they are just going to like a desire tree, Kalpavriksha. Whatever we think they can provide us. Similarly, they are like the devotees of the Lord. Everything fulfills all our desires and we can become a great devotee. Like we are a fallen soul. We just think about ourselves. We are very selfish. So we can get purified. Yes. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. Today we just got little late. Sorry for that.